This monorail will be departing momentarily. Thank you.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety, please remain behind the yellow line on the platform or behind the gates once you disembark the monorail.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Monorail Report for February 12th, 2026. Man, we are just moving right along in this year. It is crazy. Man, I don't know where the time is going. So hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me tonight. We have some news to talk about. We are also going to do a fan favorite behind the click or beyond the click, where we'll talk about some of the clickbait news that's out there. And we will also do some updates on the DSN. We've got some new channels out there to talk about. And we have a couple of milestones to celebrate as well. And then we've got a couple of channels coming up on some big milestones also. So we will talk about them as well. We are also in, in horizontal and vertical, or wide and tall, as some call it. So if you're on the tall version and you want to see the horizontal, come on over. The channel will be broadcasting in both formats to try and give people more options. So if that's what you're looking for, you can find us either way. All right, so let's cover the news. All right, so Muppet Show, we talked about this on the podcast. Actually, the whole episode of the podcast was talking about the Muppet Show and its return to TV, and hopefully this is the start of a new season. We are all really hoping that's the case. Had a very strong showing, had 3.1 million views on ABC, and it won the night that Wednesday in the 18 to 49 market, which is the market really that advertisers care about. So good for them. It has also been consistently in the top 5 and a lot of times the number 1 show on Disney Plus. So I'm hoping that also shows that they will that they have a hit on their hands and will give us more, hopefully a full season coming in September. So we will see. I will say that I did hear that they are currently writing new episodes just in case they do get a new season. So I think that's very promising. Amanda Prowse says, hello, everyone. Hello, Amanda. And let me say thank you to Amanda. Personally, I'm actually going to go back full screen for this. Thank you to Amanda for being our first member on the Park Bros channel. Park Bros channel was able to get monetized on YouTube a couple weeks ago, and she was actually our first member. So now she can use all of the emojis that are there. The first member emoji that I created was was Finley. So Finley has an emoji. There's also the monorail. I created one for the monorail as well, state of North Carolina, where we broadcast from. So yes, thank you to Amanda for supporting the channel. I really appreciate that. David T, it's me, David T, said good evening, and Muppets. Yes. So Universal has officially announced that The Mummy 4 with the return of Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz, will be coming out May 19th, 2028. So, with a date that far out, I'm sure they have just announced it. I'm sure there isn't any real work done on it yet. But there you have it, 2 years away from The Mummy 4. Frozen Ever After reopened officially today. There was a soft opening for it yesterday, and it did go down last night. But we don't know if it was, more of an issue or if they just decided, we've tested enough, it's working great. But it did reopen this morning, and you see the new projections on the right of the screen or center screen as compared to the older versions, which were just not good. They were as good as we got when we got it, and there have been a lot of updates since then, and so Disney's done the right thing and updated them. So I think they look great. Started out this morning, and there was a posted wait time of 95 minutes. The line went to China. Literally, the line was in China. So Dr. Disney was out there. It was posted at 95 minutes. He said it was about 55, if I remember correctly. And I've seen it as low as 45. So times are jumping. A lot of people excited to have this ride open again. That ride's always been a longer wait time anyway. So it was certainly going to be a long wait time when it reopened. Hello, Cruise and Theme Park Guide and Amusement Park Pirates, two of our friends from the Disney Streamer Network hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for joining. Speaking about how busy it's been, Lightning Lane Premier Pass at Magic Kingdom has completely sold out for 7 straight days beginning February 12th. Now, this was as of a couple days ago. The Premier Pass, if you don't know, that's the more expensive one. That is $449. And what that does is gives you a Lightning Lane to every attraction in the park that offers Lightning Lane one time for that day. So you can ride Space Mountain, and you can ride Tron, you can ride, and it's all the rides that are in the multi-pass and the single pass all together. But there's a peak price there of $449. So it's not cheap by any means. But that being said, it is sold out for that many days straight. This weekend's going to be a busy weekend. President's Day weekend is always crazy at Disney World. And this year is going to be no different. So just be prepared if you're going to be out there. Here is a preview of the Flower and Garden merch. So Flower and Garden starts very soon. We will be doing a preview of Flower and Garden on the podcast. I think that episode is March 3rd. Let me just look at that real quick. Yes. So March 3rd, we'll do the preview. And then I will be in the parks March 6th. And I think we are planning to do the festival that Saturday, March 7th. So we'll be checking this out. But here's a preview of some of the merch. With Flower and Garden, you have Orange Bird as the big mascot for it, as well as Spike the Bee. So Spike also has the scavenger hunt. So he plays a big role in the festival, and then obviously Orange Bird does as well. And there's just a little tease of the merch. You know that there will be plenty more coming for sure. So in May 12th, 2026, both water parks will be open. So Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon will be open for your pleasure both days. And you do get that free water park on your resort check-in day starting May 26th. So if you're staying at any of the resorts, a value, moderate, or deluxe, you'll be able to use your first day to go to the water parks for free. Now, there's a couple, let me give you a couple tips here. Number one, you can actually park hop um, and go to Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon on that day if you wanted to. The other thing is that if you get there early and you want to head to the water parks or Disney Springs or a park, you can leave your luggage if your room is not ready. You can leave your luggage with luggage services. They will handle your bags for you, and you can start your vacation right then and there. You don't have to wait for your room to be ready. Because it is a free water park on your check day. Oh, by the way, holding your luggage, that's for anybody. That's not a perk of just the water park offer. But because the water park is only on that first day, you may want to, if you let's say you had a late flight in, you weren't getting in until 8 o'clock at night. Obviously, you can't take advantage of it. Some people are doing split stays so that they can take advantage of it. So you checked in on May 30th at 8 p.m. You stayed at one place, and then you went May 31st and had another stay from May 31st to, June 4th or whatever. You would get a free water park day on May 30th and May 31st. So just keep that in mind. The Disney Wish is officially heading across the pond and will sail throughout Europe with new itineraries in 2027. So if you're looking to see Europe, this had been rumored for a while based on what was out there with the ports, and so now Disney has made it official. Also, something I found interesting. Happy birthday to Bob Iger. This was yesterday. His birthday was yesterday. So the former CEO, or soon to be former CEO of the Walt Disney Company, his birthday was yesterday. So happy birthday, Bob. Also, I want to say happy birthday to Josh. Josh Tomorrow's birthday was when? Yesterday. The former, soon to be former CEO and soon to be new CEO of Walt Disney Company share the same birthday, 20 years apart. So I just thought that was interesting that they happen to share the same birthday. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's go beyond the click. Let's talk about some of the clickbait news. All right, so Walt Disney begins cracking down on complimentary room upgrades. This is how the story was posted. That's what the headline read. It gives this feel like there must have been cast members giving out free room upgrades. You go to check in at All Star, and they go, no, I got you. I'm gonna put you in the club level at Bay Lake Tower. Well, that's not what this was. Does something like that happen? There are occasions where that does happen, but typically it's within your same resort that you get pixie dusted. That's what we call it. That's where something, nice happens that is unexpected. And that will still happen on occasion. I just heard a story that had happened the other day. They were checking into one of the All Stars and they got bumped to a moderate. That tends to happen more so because you might have a large group like cheer or dance or sports or something like that. That's where they want to keep all of those folks together. So you may get your room bumped to a different resort, and you paid all-star prices for what I call value plus resorts like Art of Animation or Pop Century, or people have even been upgraded to Coronado Springs. But it does happen. So I don't know why they're cracking down on complimentary stuff. That Disney's going to take care of their guests where they can. So, but of course, they got to make a headline and get you to click on it. This was posted just today. Disney's search for new CEO just took a major turn in 2026. And then they go on to tell you all about the history of being the CEO for Disney. And Bob Iger came in and he was there for a long time. And then it turned it over to Chapek and then went to Bob Iger. And Josh's announcement has been a while. So I don't understand why this was a topic at all. But they've got to have something. I guess it was a slow news day for them or something. I don't get it. Here's another one that's very timely. Again, this was posted on the 1st of February. It says Hollywood's grand reveal. 4 massive permits signal the future of Disney's studios. It goes on to talk about the 4 major updates: Monstropolis, Rock and Roller Coaster, the Magic of Disney Animation. Like, this is all stuff that we knew from like D23 even. I mean, some of them came out later, but it's still like the stuff is not hidden. This has been there for a long time. But again, they're there to make you click on it. So there are several of these sites. 4 of them are owned by the same company. So just be sure that you're getting your news from actual news sources. I tell people this all the time. The DSN, we do not give you rumor. And if we do give you rumor, I've said a couple of things that it's rumored to be, I come straight out and tell you this is rumor. Dr. Disney is a third-party website that I wholeheartedly trust. I believe that he does a great job on bringing you the actual news. And then obviously you want to get it directly from the source itself. So Walt Disney World, Disney Parks, those are sites on like Facebook and Instagram and all the social medias that you can trust. You'll see that they have a verified mark. So like on Facebook, it's a blue check mark. So make sure that you're seeing them, or follow the DSN on our socials. We try to post the news stories as soon as they come out. Christy PH Disney, hello, another friend of the network watching over there. Thank you for watching. So speaking of the network, let's talk about some updates from our folks out there. So these are all of our channels. I actually had to make a new page and shift some folks around. So, leading the way, if we go by subscriber count, you've got Resort TV 1 leading the way at 213,000. Park Pass TV has crossed over 75,000. Pete McDevitt is at 50,300. He's had a great couple weeks since Christmas. I remember being on a show Christmas Eve and just had some monster shorts that have really pushed his subscriber count up there. And his sports does very well also. Barry Place 28 out there in California continuing to do well at 46. He'll be rounding the corner at 50,000 here very shortly. Ear to Ear Magic at 37,300. As you see the number in black, that's the number that they had when they joined the Disney Streamer Network. And then the number in red is their current number as of whenever I pulled it, which for this week was Tuesday. You have Walt and Melissa of Mouse Talk. They just had a meetup recently, which was really cool. I think that was Saturday. They had a meetup in Disney Springs. So they're over 21,000. Living in Diz at 19,300. Mystic Eric at 17,100. And you have Myers and the Mouse at 14,100. Adventures by Carney 11,500. Heist Piano at 10,600. Park Bros, the channel you're watching right now, we crossed over the 10,000 mark when I was in the parks in January. That was really exciting, especially to do it while I was in the parks, while I was in my favorite park, Epcot, while I was at my favorite festival of the arts, and we were in World Celebration Garden, which is one of my favorite places in the entire park. So that was pretty cool. I can tell you that Theme Park Giant, you can expect to see him passing Park Bros here any day. He was at 9.41 when I pulled this. I think he's at 9.53 as of today. So he's doing very well. Sean, Disney with Sean show, is probably crossed over the 6,000 mark right now. Score Jason, well above 5,000. Jared Journey's always having content out there, which is just great. Folks are just out there pushing content out. I love it. Disney Baker, 4.7. Cruising Theme Park Guide, who you see in the chat there, at 4.34. Rich, Disney Magic and Mayhem, over 4. Doug hitting 4 any day now. You have one of our new channels, Rob Ola. He's at 3.89. He's West Coast streamer. Let's see. You've got Amusement Park Pirates. They're in the chat as well. They're at 3.12. Christy PH Disney, you see her in the chat. She's at 1.63. It's me, David T, is in here as well, 1.13. Blake is out there kind of doing his thing, kind of like I do, gets out to the parks when he can. He's at 1.72. Tony O'Tower, one of our new channels to the Disney Streamer Network, at 355. And then you also have a brand new channel. They currently have no live streams. The only content on their channel is a trailer that they created to talk about what their channel is going to be. Their channel is called Wilson's in the World. No relation to myself. And they have 3 subscribers right now. But they do plan to get started streaming, and I just thought it was interesting that they reached out to me to become part of the network before they were even a streamer. So I thought that was very, very interesting. And just from the trailer, I think they're going to be doing very well. You see the 927 there. So they have 241. When this show ends, I'll be sending you directly over to the 927 for more fun. I'm sure Cakes will be talking about his trip to Disney. They just came back from a trip to Disney, and when you go over there, make sure to ask him about Small World and ask him how much he enjoyed Small World, because if anybody knows Cakes, you know that is his favorite ride. So make sure to ask him about it. Let's cover the Disney Streamer Network socials. So right now, we have 241 followers on Facebook, 159 on Instagram, 92 on YouTube, 61 on TikTok, and 40 on Threads. So if you're on any of those socials, make sure to follow us, as we will try and bring you the best news. On Facebook, we post every day when a streamer in our network is going to go live. That continues to grow as we have so many streamers now. We have 47 channels in the network. So yeah, make sure to check everybody out. There's Theme Park Giant that's checking in. Hello, had a great stream over there in Hollywood Studios today. Dropped in on Tower of Terror and even did Rock and Roller Coaster, which you don't see a lot of streamers do. So that was very cool to see. And let's see, I just want to check on who else is live right now to kind of give you an idea on what's happening on the network. As I said, the 927 is starting their show in just a minute. Then you also have Score Jason, who is live out at Animal Kingdom right now. And so, the good thing, now Thursdays tend to be a little slower for the network. Not as many streamers out there at night, actually during the whole day. Mondays and Thursdays are our slowest days, but on a day like Saturday, you've got a whole window that you could watch with 12, 13, 15 streams going at one time. So make sure to check out dsn.disneystreams.com. That's your one place to get all your Disney streams all at one time and see so many things happening in the network. So for example, Saturday morning, you might have Sierra Cruise and Theme Park Guide. She might be out at Magic Kingdom. You might have Ear to Ear Magic at Epcot. You might have somebody at Animal Kingdom. You've got all these new watching on one screen, being able to see everything. And that's during the day. At night, same thing happens. You could have Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Magic going at one time and be able to see all the fireworks shows all on one screen. The other night I was watching and I timed it. I paused one. So there's a little bit of latency built in if you know anything about YouTube. And so one stream might not be timed up together with the other one. So I was able to time it so that I could see 2 shots of the fireworks going off at the same time. So that was kind of cool. If you just wanted music on the dsn.disneystreams website or app, because it's also available as an app, you can also go to the wonderful window that will give you music from Park World Radio. So you could just be sitting there working at your desk and have park music from the parks playing all at one click, and this is all free. There are some other multi-views out there. There's one in particular that is very commercial, and they actually have it available as a device. So you have to buy the device, then you have to buy the service. This is all happening for free for all of you. So just keep that in mind, that the hard work of these creators is out there for free. So where you can support them, please do. All right. All right. Well, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to send you over to Cruise and Theme Park. The 927. I'm looking at her chat. So I'm going to send you over to the 927, who's going to be chatting today. Today's episode's called The Week That Was. So sure they'll be doing a recap of their week. But make sure to check out all of our friends in the network, because it really does help to support all these great creators out there working hard for all of you. All right. So yeah, I see the 927 getting ready to start. So I'm going to head you guys over there. Thanks for watching. I will try to be live every Thursday at 6:30 here, just to give you some updates on the network, on the clickbait news, and I will bring you actual news from the week. All right. We will see you all next week. Take care, everybody. Oh, and hey, this Tuesday, we're going to have a great episode on the DizPod. We're going to talk about myths, Disney park myths. So, we're going to bust some myths. I don't have a hat like they wear on Mythbusters, but we're going to have some fun. It's going to be a good episode. So that's Tuesday at 6:30. Make sure to tune in right here, and make sure to check out all my friends in the Disney Streamer Network over the weekend. All right, sending you off to the 927. Take care, everybody.
This monorail will be departing momentarily. Thank you.